Arvell Reese to the Giants. We're over here. We're at the sixth pick. Cleveland Browns trade the pick. And we starting to Kansas City. The Chiefs trade up to number six. And this is speculated. The Chiefs just traded up to number six with the Browns. They didn't say, okay, the Chiefs get the number six, Browns get 9, 74, and 48. So the Chiefs get a third and what that's like a third and the fifth. So the Chiefs just traded with the Browns to get the sixth pick in the draft. Giants just picked Arvell Reese, which shocked me that Arvell Reese even fell that far. Did not see Arvell Reese falling this far, but I know the New York Giants are happy. But man, this news right here that the Chiefs just traded with the Browns, and I'm just kind of wondering who the Chiefs gonna pick here, because you would think the Chiefs probably would have wanted somebody like Arvell Reese also. Um, I mean, Arvell Reese is a dynamic player, could play linebacker, could play on the outside. I see him more of as a linebacker, but he's adamant on playing on the edge. I mean, edge players do make more money. Um, Giants get Arvell Reese, and man, so Giants get another edge player. So Giants, and I just look, just an alert here: Giants do not intend to trade Kayvon Thibodeau. So the Giants also, so the Giants have like four pass rushers, four legit pass rushers, and I guess Arvell Reese can also play inside linebacker. Off ball, he can play off ball linebacker and play on the edge. He's going to be all over the place. I think he should just stick to the inside linebacker. I think he's better there. But it's just been a shocking draft for me. I think Arizona Cardinals picking Love just completely changed the trajectory of this draft. And Arvell Reese falls all the way to number 5. And now the Chiefs traded up. The pick is in. The Chiefs knew right away who they wanted at 6. And man, who wow, this shocked me. I did not expect this. And I guess the Browns could turn around and get Tyson. I'm just shocked. I think the Chiefs part. I mean, there was speculation that the Chiefs could trade up. The Chiefs trading up was something that people mentioned. I just didn't think it was actually going to happen. I just didn't think the Chiefs were actually going to do it. And ninth overall pick, third round pick, and the fifth round pick. So now they're up at 6. So Chiefs get the 2026 sixth overall pick, this year's sixth. Browns get this year's ninth, this year's third, and this year's fifth. It's good for the Browns. The Browns need as many picks as they can get to fill some of the team needs here. Um, Looking at the Chiefs draft room right now, everything is pretty quiet right now. We'll see. They might get Tyson. Think they might get Tyson. Reaching, to, man. The Browns and the Chiefs made the sixth. Wow. Selection. The pick is in. Let's see. Mansour Delane. What? I am. You traded up to get Mansour Delane. Why would the Chiefs trade up to get Mansour Delane? They must have had some intel that he wasn't going to make it to 9. I guess maybe the Commanders or the Saints were going to get him at 9. I am just. I don't. Why do you trade up to get Mansour Delane at 6? They must think Mansour Delane is going to be a star player. This is shocking to me. I'm shocked that they would get Mansour Delane at 6. trade up draft assets to get Mansour Delane at number 6. I don't get that. I don't get help. Somebody help me understand that. Somebody help me understand what the Chiefs are doing because that it does not make sense to me. I do not understand that. What the Chiefs are doing, I do not know. I don't know why you have to give up those assets. It's just unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. What it, I don't like what the Chiefs just did. Not a fan at all. I don't know what the Chiefs are doing. That made no sense to me. I, maybe one of y'all can help me understand why the Chiefs had to make this decision. Is Mansour Delane an elite corner? I think he's going to be a good corner. I don't think he's worth the 6th overall pick. I don't. Hey, I'm not a GM, but I don't think it makes sense here. I do not think it makes sense. This is. I'm I'm kind of like disappointed in the Chiefs for making this move. I just think they didn't have to. They didn't have to do it, and I don't know if they realize like, hey, they must think he's elite. That's the only thing I can wrap my head. Obviously, hey, if you're watching this, you know I'm confused by this pick. They must think he's an elite corner. I like Minnesota Lane. I like him as a player, but somebody has to help me understand why you have to trade up to number 6 to get him. Because even if the Commanders get him, even if New Orleans get him, are you getting an elite player? 6th overall. Remember, this is not 12th, 14th, 15th. 6th overall is when you're drafting this guy. He better be elite, and I just don't think the Chiefs made the right decision. Uh, I'm not. I'm not a Chiefs fan or anything, but it just does not make sense to me. I do not get that. But hey, we'll see. Maybe I know they lost Trent McDuffie, so I know they probably panicked. Hey, we need to get another guy. But I think it seems like one of the trades you do, just like you need that position, so you're just doing whatever it takes to get that position. But like, was was that the right value for a corner at that spot? Once again, if he's Pat Surtain, if he's my guy out of Houston, like if you're Derek Stingley, if you're like how Derek Stingley and Sauce Gardner came out the same class together, they were both elite prospects, so they went really high in the draft. I think Mansour Delane is a good prospect. I think he's a first round guy. I just don't think he's worth the assets you gave up, and I don't think he's worth the 6th pick because he's not an elite corner. Uh, it's crazy to me. But hey, the Chiefs know how to coach corners. They know how to coach DBs up and make them better. So Mansour Delane, he does have talent. He's a talented player. So I'm sure they'll probably find a way to turn him to a really good corner. You saw what they did with Sneed. Sneed was a great corner with them. He goes to the Tennessee Titans. He's not as good. Maybe the Titans maybe the Chiefs make some magic here, and the Chiefs figure this out. So hey, we'll see. They 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 know how to coach DBs up. It's gonna be interesting. Commander's pick is in. Let's see. Sonny Styles. That makes sense. Once again, I'm sure the Commanders didn't expect Sonny Styles to be there. I'm sure I'm sure the Commanders are super happy getting Sonny Styles. Um, he potentially could have gone even higher, and now getting him here, that's that's wonderful for the Commanders. Commanders defense is awful, awful defense. So hey, they got a good player here. Once again, I don't think he's a top three pick. Like a lot of people had him going top four. Um, at the linebacker position is kind of tough, but you get Sonny Styles. Bobby Wagner was just there. I think Bobby Wagner's a free agent now. So you didn't have Bobby Wagner. You want to get Sonny Styles as a replacement. So I think that he kind of fell to you as a Commanders fan. And I'm in Maryland, so I know a lot of Commanders fans here. Um, they Sonny Styles definitely fell to you, and it fell perfectly to you because you do need a linebacker. Bobby Wagner gone. Defense is already poor. Um, I'm kind of wondering if the Browns would have got a lineman here. If the Browns didn't make the trade and they stayed put and got a lineman, would the Commanders have picked Mansour Delane? I think they probably would have picked Sonny Styles instead. So this also makes me like double down on the fact that I don't know why the Chiefs just gave up all those assets to pick up Mansour Delane. I do not understand it. The Chiefs roster needs help. The Chiefs roster needs more help than just a corner. So I think that third round pick especially, you could have got some depth at that third round pick. I'm just I know I've been focusing on this Chiefs decision a lot, but I think that either way, the Commanders probably pick Sonny Styles. I think Sonny Styles. I mean, they need a linebacker. Bobby Wagner is gone. I mean, he's a free agent, so they could pick him back up. But I like I like getting Styles here. I think it's a good decision. And Styles, man, he has a background as a DB, so he is a guy that can probably cover some tight ends. He's a versatile player as well. Obviously, he doesn't play that. He's played the edge. It was either him or Downs. So this again, if it was either him or Downs, if you're saying it's either him or Downs, then why did the Chiefs had to trade up to get Mansour Delane? It seems like they were never gonna get Mansour Delane. I don't think the Commander was gonna get Mansour Delane. I don't think the Chiefs were either. So I don't know why the Chiefs. I mean, sorry, I don't know. I don't think the Saints were either. So I don't know why you trade up for Mansour Delane. I just don't get it. Um, but yeah, I think that Downs would have been probably a better option. I think I probably would have went Downs here just because I think their secondary needs a lot of help. I think the Commander secondary probably needs more help than the inside linebacker core. But then again, Bobby Wagner did leave. Like he's gone now. So yeah, trust me, I'm giving up my live reaction here. It's not being influenced by anything here. I think that was a bad move by the Chiefs. I think they overreacted. But hey, they know how to coach DBs. They know what they're doing with DB at the defensive back position. So I'm sure they'll feel like, hey, no matter what, we can make him into a good player. Like I said, they did that with Sneed. Sneed was a good player. McDuffie was really good. They get rid of both of them. They feel pretty confident. Okay, yeah, we'll see. I think Commanders good pick either way from the Commanders though. I think Styles or Downs. I probably prefer Downs, but going Styles don't have a problem with it at all. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see. Saints. If I'm the Saints though, I'm gonna go Tyson. If I'm the Saints, you want to get another wide receiver. Make sure that Tyler Shuck is that guy. Make sure Tyler Shuck is that guy. So 100% on the Saints. Probably you make sure you get a wide receiver here. The Saints pick is in. So we're gonna see shortly who they get. But hey, as usual, this draft has been a little unpredictable. I did not see some of these moves coming. Um, I thought the trade up was gonna be something different. I kind of I knew Arizona was considering Love, and honestly, on this live, I kind of convinced myself that they would pick Love just on the fact that James Conner is injured. Trey Benson got injured. DeMarcado got injured. I know some of these guys came back from injuries, but you just need a short. You just need a better running back situation. I wouldn't. I would get rid of James Conner. I think Trey Benson's still under contract, so I knew Arizona could potentially make this move. Jordan Tyson to the Saints. Clock it. To me, I said this a little earlier. I think Jordan Tyson is the best wide receiver in the draft. Um, I know Carnell Tate went number 4, so he's the number 1 pick in terms of wide receiver in this draft. But I think Tyson's better, and I think that the Saints want to make sure they need to make sure that Tyler Shuck is that guy, and the only way to do that is to get him weapons. So you got Chris Olave already. You got a decent tight end, but now you get Jordan Tyson on the other side. So you get two really good wide receivers. If the Saints get Tyson here, you got 2 wide receivers on both sides that are pretty solid. I think it's a perfect move. Perfect move. And now Tyler Shuck, no excuses here, man. No excuses. I know it's only year 2, but you want to see some elevation here, and he showed that last year. I'm a big Tyler Shuck fan. I'm rooting for him. Um, I know there's some concerns about Tyson's injuries, which scare me too. And I think that if Tyson didn't have that injury question, if Tyson was if Tyson was for sure like, yeah, healthy player, he's good, I think he would have went before Tate. I think he would have been number 1. I think the Titans would have took him if they knew for sure that he didn't have the injury history, or they knew the guy. Let's say all things being equal, let's say that nobody gets injured, everybody's healthy. I think Tyson's a better prospect than uh, Carnell Tate. So we got the number 8 pick, the Saints. I think it's gonna be Tyson. Got people in the comments saying it's gonna be Tyson. Um, we've been shocked in this draft already by some of these decisions. So let's see. Hey, Pittsburgh is looking crazy right now. Bunch of fans in there. They got the water. They got the whole facility. It looks pretty good. But let's see what the Saints pick, man. They're delaying this, man. Here we go. 8th pick. Info draft. One Saints select Jordan Tyson. Hey, saw it coming. Hey, you said clock it. You're right. Jordan Tyson. Oh, he's there too. That's what's up. Saints got a real one. Saints got a real one. I think this is the best wide receiver in the class right here. Saints got a real one. Jordan Tyson, Denzel Boston. Those are my guys right there. Jordan Tyson gonna be legit. Going to New Orleans. Hey, yeah, Jordan Tyson's a hey, he's it. Like I say, he just gotta stay healthy. Jordan Tyson stay healthy, man. It's gonna be something special. And Tyler Shuck, he just gotta know how to. If Tyler Shuck is an above average player, I got the. I'll do my predictions soon, but man, I already say if Tyler Shuck is above average, Saints gonna make playoffs. Saints gonna make the playoffs. I can see it happening. They weren't off too much last year. They started Shuck a little earlier. The Saints probably would have been right up there with the Bucks and the Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Carolina ended up making it. You start Tyler Shuck earlier, they're right in that mix. So honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing. Oh, you're a Panthers fan? Hey, I can see it happening, man. I see it happening. I think they got 2 good wide receivers now. Carolina got some good weapons too, but Ted McMillan. I like Coker. I like Coker. Um, I don't mind Leggett, but I think Coker's a little better. Um, I oh man, Jordan Tyson's over here crying, man. He loves this, man. Hey, I'll tell you, the Saints got a good one. Who going 9? Brown's gonna get an O lineman. They're gonna get a tackle. I see I see the Browns getting a tackle here. I see that. Browns get a tackle. But man, Jordan Tyson. Fano. They get Spencer Fano. Um that's probably the option there. Man, Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson is really crying. He's really crying here. I love to see it. Bain or Downs? I don't think so. I'll go Downs over Bain though. I go Downs over Bain. Giants and Browns get O line. Downs is still dropping. Downs is dropping. You right about that. You right about that. Downs is dropping. I think Downs might fall a little longer here. I'm Hey, shout out to the Saints though. Saints got I think both Giants and Browns get Giants and Browns. I can see that though. I can see both getting O line. I'm just wondering which O lineman the Giants would get. Let me try to pull up a list here of different options here. Because the Giants, Fondo, Maui, I like it. But see, this is the thing. Do the Giants go tackle? Because if the Giants go tackle, they already have two solid tackles. So, I mean, where do you go there? Is Giants got Francis Maui? Am I behind or something? I don't see that pick yet. We don't see though. We don't see though. But man, yeah, I don't think that pick is in yet. We got. I'm predicting every pick. Okay, why wouldn't they show up their secondary? They do need to show up their secondary, but I think their only top corner was taken. Mansour Delane was taken, so I don't think they have another option. Maybe you want to go Downs here. You could go Downs. Downs can play free safety. He can play strong safety. You can play either one, but I love Downs. I love Downs, so it's going to be hard for me to be against Downs. Um, yeah, I don't mind Downs at all. If the Giants pick Downs, I love it. If the Giants pick Downs, I think they had a great draft in the first two picks here. Giants taking Maui Noah, I could see that happening too. But my thing is if you take Maui Noah, right, you're gonna have to move him inside, and that's why Vega is an option. Um, all right, Browns pick is in. Spencer Fano. Spencer Fano. Hey, the Browns need O line help though. The Browns' whole O line had like a mass exodus, and so they do need some help on the offensive line. Um, so this is probably the run here. So this is what's gonna happen. Either after the Giants pick is in already, which is crazy. Um, Giants pick Spencer. I mean, Browns pick Fano. Maui Noah is still there. Um, if they choose Maui Noah, it's gonna be you got to move Maui Noah inside to guard. That's pretty much what you got to do. You have to move him inside a guard. If you move him inside a guard, you got an option here. Giants picking Maui Noah. I think I would just go Downs here. I might just go Downs here. I think Giants go Downs here. I think it's smart. I think listen, Downs is a playmaker. Downs is all around great player, man. I'm a big fan of Caleb Downs. He's I'm surprised he's fell this far. Let's see, Giants pick is in. They're They wasted no time here. Whoever they picked, they knew who they were picking. Maui Noah. Hey, you was right. Hey, one of y'all pick. Hey, who's that? Hey, you predicted Maui Noah. You got that for sure. So if it's gonna be Maui Noah, right? Maui Noah's got to either play. You're probably gonna kick him inside. He's got to play one of the guard positions because you have Andrew Thomas. They have a good right tackle already. Forgot his name. So I mean, Maui Noah um is good enough. I'm just kind of wondering. Just kind of wonder what they're gonna do in the O line here. The Giants are making big moves here, and you got to protect your quarterback. Your quarterback is already a guy who gets injured all the time. You're gonna want some protection for him. Perfect opportunity here to get some protection. Hey, Miami should trade back. There's a trade alert already. Don't be surprised if the Pittsburgh Steelers trade up here. Then the Dallas Cowboys trade up. Dallas Cowboys gonna get downs. Hey, yeah, Giant Cowboys trade up here. I'm predicting downs, but Cowboys traded up. Dolphins, hey, you predicted it. Dolphins. So I know it's just one pick. Yeah, they're getting downs for sure, Emmett. I know it's just they only traded up one pick, but the reason why you traded one pick is they must have been. They must have been. Oh, they traded out the round. So Dallas get back to back pick here. I wonder what the details on this trade is here. Because it says here that Dallas is picking 11th and 12th. Is that what I'm saying here? Oh no. They traded one pick back. So Dallas gets downs here. Dallas is gonna get downs for sure. And first off, Dallas needs help on defense. Their offense is explosive. Their offense is amazing. So Dallas Cowboys get downs. That's huge, huge for them. They need a player like that. So Dallas gets downs. Miami's probably gonna get Ruben Bain or maybe Makai Lemon, but I think they'll go Bain or they'll go maybe Freeling tackle. But first off, let me just say Malik Willis, I'm sorry to you. I know there I thought you were gonna be good over there, but they traded Waddle. They traded all these great players. I do not know. I don't think Malik Willis is gonna be good. They're getting rid of all his weapons. Miami needs a lot of help. So Miami can go so many different places. Yeah, Bain makes sense. How do I feel about Lemon? I think Lemon is great. I think I'm gonna predict this since we're doing predictions today. I'm gonna predict if Lemon falls past the Raiders, the Rams, I'm predicting the Steelers trade up and get Lemon. I think Lemon is gonna be pretty good. So that's my prediction. If the LA Rams don't get Lemon, we're at 14. I could see the Steelers have 12 draft picks. I could see them trading up, doing something aggressive, and getting Lemon. I think Lemon's a really good wide receiver. Uh, but yeah, for Miami, Miami's gonna need some. I don't know if they want to get Kenyon Sadiq or something. Dallas is gonna get downs for sure. Pittman, Pittman's gonna be a number two. The thing is, how McCarthy plays. McCarthy plays with three wide receivers on the field primarily. He usually always has three wide receivers on the field. So he's gonna get plenty of chances here to get some targets. No QB. Hey, it's gonna be Will Howard's QB1. They announced it already. So who's Miami getting? I can see Miami getting Bain because I think we all agree Caleb Downs is definitely gonna go to Cowboys here. Um, yeah, they're gonna probably get Bain or Freeling because the O line needs help too, so they can get Freeling here. But yeah, man, They who's the Panthers getting? Where the Panthers pick? Carolina's picking 19. It's a playoff team right there, so they picking a little later. It's gonna be interesting. I could see them getting the O lineman as well. I could see them getting the O lineman as well. How do you feel about the Jets pick? I think the Jets are making good picks. I really like the fact that they got David Bailey. I know Arvo Reese is probably a guy everybody wanted, but I'm happy with David Bailey, and they have another pick um, at 16. Yeah, 16 is where they get another pick. So I think they're doing well. They have opportunity to kind of do what the Giants did, double down and get two really good options here. So hopefully they do that. But I think it's going to shake up a little bit here because there's not. I thought there'd be more tackles taken by now, but it seems like teams are. This might be the run because we got two tackles right here. Cowboys definitely getting downs. Maybe Miami gets a tackle. I really want to see what the Rams do because I want to see if the Rams get Lemon, and then also if the Ravens get Vega Ione. If the because that's those are the two guys I want. I want Vega or Lemon. Obviously, they are two players that are probably not going to be there at 21. So I see the Steelers trading up. We need a left guard, so I can see us trading up get a left guard. But I know the Ravens need help in O line as well. Lamar Jackson is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league, and I could see them going and get some help for him. But yeah, I think the Jets did pretty good. Cowboys pick is in, man. We've been waiting. All right, so the Cowboys got the 11th pick, and they traded the 12th and two fifths this year. So Dolphins got the 12th overall pick. They got two fifths. So the Dolphins can, at the fifth round, I mean, you could get a gems in the fifth round. I'm not going to say fifth round picks don't matter at all, but I mean, you kind of didn't get much there at the end. All right, Cowboys select Caleb Downs. Yep, Caleb Downs, Ohio State. Hey, shout out to Caleb Downs, man. You go from Ohio State. He started off at Alabama. Alabama, he goes to Ohio State. Now he with the Dallas Cowboys. He just he just a big team guy. He doesn't play for any small schools, man. Now he's going to one of the biggest organizations in the NFL. Cowboys looking pretty good. It's a good pick for the Cowboys. They didn't have to give up too much, two fifths. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dolphins could use those to maybe trade up, get some in the fourth or the third. Maybe even trade for a depth piece. Miami's pick is in already. I'm I'm really interested to see if they who they if they actually go Bane here. Bane, honestly, Bane probably would have went higher, but everyone's worried about his short arms. So that's the main reason why he's falling here. Because I really like Bane, but short arms are plaguing him, and I know that teams are teams are worried about anomalies in terms of that. Yeah. Would the Rams trade their first for Pickens? Man, then the Rams would be sensational. But I don't see that happening. I think that he'll stay with the Cowboys. I even think he'll play. I heard the reports that they had like a good cordial conversation um, with Jerry Jones and Pickens. So the Rams are picking Ty Simpson. My mind will be blown if they pick Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is there though, and you are right on the last pick. So I'm not going to disrespect you and say you don't know what you're talking about because you're right in your last one. So you're 1 for 1 right now, I think. Or did you? You may have made a pick before that. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna count your clock right now. You're 1 for 1 in your picks. So let's see if they pick Ty Simpson. Hey, then I'm gonna say you should have submitted your mock draft for some review because you could have got something good here. Yeah, 13's. Listen, so the thing about Ty Simpson, and I'm not one of these guys that like. So this is the thing with Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson had an elite like 8 game stretch where like he had an elite 8 game stretch where like he was a great player. He was a great quarterback. So I'm wondering with that elite stretch, is he gonna be able to summons that back? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it seems like after that stretch, it was over. And I'm saying, are we because at the end of the day, like we can't he had those 8 games that were elite. Like they weren't just average. He was great during those 8. So and that's it, right? So yeah, yeah. Hey, if the Rams pick if the Rams pick Ty Simpson here, I'll be so surprised that you could hop on for sure. If the Rams pick Ty Simpson here, I think you deserve that. You deserve. And first off, you actually should have made a mock draft and submitted it instead because I think you could have got some money. So yeah, you should have. Hopefully you're on DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever, and you submitted that bet for yourself because you gotta get something out of this. But Ty Simpson is there, and I'm kind of wondering why he's there. So he may know. Dolphins get Proctor. Man, Proctor, man, he's either gonna be great or he's just gonna be an average. Like he's such a he's such a monster. Yeah, I also think the Dolphins are gonna get O line here. I can see that. I think I think you could be right on that one also. There you go. Proctor for sure. It's a good pick. It's a good pick. I Proctor is either gonna like he's a monster. Honestly, when you see him and he can move as well. It is a little risk because of he's kind of a he's an up and down kind of player, but I understand it because he has an ability to be really really good. Man, another person said Ty Simpson to the Rams. Let me tell you, if Ty Simpson goes to the Rams, he said he can't control his weight. Hey, but at that weight, Proctor can still move, which is really interesting. That shows his athleticism. Um, yeah, Ty Simpson to the Rams. Hey, let me check. Is Schefter talking about this or something? Yeah, or we got a Schefter in the chat. We got a Rappaport and Schefter in the chat, man. This is crazy. Hey, the Rams pick is in, so we're gonna find out. Ty Simpson's gonna go to the Rams. Stafford is too old. I don't mind him going to the Rams. I just didn't expect him going to the Rams at 13. But we'll see if that happens. Him going to the Rams at 13 is shocking. Because even like all the people that had him even going to the first round usually had the team trade him back into the first round. So yeah, family ties to the Rams. Once again, I'm here to tell you, I think Ty Simpson is a solid player. I'm just scared of his injuries, and he's a smaller quarterback. Those are the two things. Because when you come in the league with injuries, kind of like Ty Simpson came with injuries, you got to be scared of that. And also, he only had that small sample of games here, which is really It's gonna be interesting to see, man. Yeah, and sure. Yeah, he has. I'll be scared. Yeah, I'm scared of his injuries. First, off. I'm scared that he gets injured, Ty Simpson, and like the sample size is too small. So like you can fall in love with those 8 games and say like this is the greatest quarterback play I've seen in a long time, because honestly, if you watch, you're like, wow, this guy is really good. But then can you knock off? Can you forget about the other 2 games? I mean, sorry, not the other two. The rest of the 4 games he played and the first game of the season where he didn't look too good. I mean, can you just ignore these games and say, I mean, his excuse is that, I mean, I'm not saying it's not a valid excuse, but he said he was injured, he lost a lot of weight, he was dealing with a lot of issues. But once again, then it's the injury concern that comes in, and how many times are we going to be hearing about that? Um, Listen, I'm a Carson Beck defender. I think Carson Beck is going to go to your favorite team and be a backup, and your team is going to love him forever. I think so. I know people are hating on Carson Beck, but Carson Beck is gonna be for a Charlie Batch for some organization. Whoever gets him, he's gonna be that organization where like you're gonna fall in love with them as your backup. So that's why I see from. And honestly, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be like a Ryan Fitzpatrick kind of player. He's gonna be in the league for a long time, and he's gonna be somebody that he has a lot of experience. Um, but at the end of the day, he's probably better as a backup. Will pretend to be a starter and trick your team into him being a starter, like the happened to the Bills. And then, yeah, there you go. Ty Simpson to the Rams, man. I'm telling you, hey, if Ty Simpson goes to the Rams, you have to hop on the show. Honestly, I'm gonna invite you on here if Ty Simpson goes to the Rams, because then you gotta tell me something. You gotta take over and tell me what's gonna happen next. You know, honestly. Hey, so Rams potentially picking Ty Simpson, which is crazy, right? And then the Ravens are gonna probably pick Vega Ione. I hope they don't. I hope they pick. Actually, the Ravens got to think about Ruben Bain here. No, like on a serious note, I know I don't want them. I know I just said I don't want to get Vega by Ione, but they got to consider Ruben Bain. So this is the thing for the Ravens, right? The Ravens pick next. So you got to consider Ruben Bain, and also you got to talk about Vega Ione. Ravens may go Kenyon. They could. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't go Kenyon here. I would wait and get. See, Ruben Bain is such a risk. So can the Ravens afford to make a risk? The Ravens did not get sacks last year. The Ravens need a player that can make that kind of impact. Um, Vega Ione, I think, is the safe pick. Like, I think Vega Ione, if he's a pick there, he's safe. I think Kenyon Sadiq is going to be great for the Ravens. Also, like, I think he'll be even better than the guy who just went to the Giants. I forget his name off the top of my head. But I think Kenyon Sadiq is a really. I think Kenyon Sadiq is a really good tight end. But I don't know if you have to go tight end here as the Ravens. Like, yeah, likely. I don't know if you have to go tight end here as a Raven as for the Ravens organization. I think the pass rush is such a need, and I think the O line is such a need. I actually think like the Ravens O line pass rush right here. Um, you got Monroe Freeling, you got Ione. I think if I was the Ravens, I wouldn't go Bain just because I'm a little too scared of what everyone's saying about his arm length. So I'll go Freeling or Ione, but I would love for the Steelers to get Ione instead. So, man, I'm anticipating this pick. Hey, you gonna hop on if you're right about this pick? Yeah, man, you should have. I don't know. Maybe you don't have enough time, but you should have placed a bet, got some money off of this. Um, Kofi said that he's Kyle Pitts. I think he might be better than Kyle Pitts, honestly. Um, Not as a prospect, but I think if he goes to the Ravens, he'll be a little better. 100% tied to the Rams. Tied to the Rams. We got another person saying tied to the Rams. The pick is in. No, I do I do think Pitts burned me a lot. So that's valid. That's valid. But I do think Keanu Sneak is pretty good. I really do. But I don't think the Ravens should get him. I think they should get Bane. Actually, maybe I just want them to get Bane. Actually, um, Rams pick is in. Every this the way they're delaying this Rams pick. They must something must be going on here. Ty Simpson. Oh my goodness. They picked Ty Simpson. Hey, so you hopping on or what? They picked Ty Simpson, man. You hopping on or what? First off, you should have put money on this. You made a mistake. Vegas to the Ravens. Yeah, the Ravens probably pick Ione, but that's the safe pick, right? The safe pick is Ione. Um, but man, Ty Simpson to the Rams. This is perfect for Ty Simpson, man. Perfect for Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson's gonna be Ty Simpson's gonna be a really good player, man. Ty Simpson's gonna be a pretty good player. And he needed to get this backup position. He needed to be a backup rather than come in as a starter right away. Yeah, I invited him, so hey, here we go. What up, man? Hey, I hope you place that bet on FanDuel or DraftKings, wherever you got, man. Hey, so what you think about Ty Simpson though? You like Ty Simpson or what? Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I agree. I think whatever quarterback was gonna end up in this position was gonna succeed just because there's just too much. The Rams got too much in place to help them. Yeah, so I think yeah, 13th pick though. Jeez, I didn't think it was gonna be all that. Um, I thought somebody would trade back. So it's gonna be interesting. Vega Ione, huh? That's what you said. Yeah. I hope he doesn't though. So I'm actually rooting for the Ty Simpson one. I wasn't rooting against you. I was just shocked. But this Vega one, I'm actually rooting against you. I actually don't want that to happen. I think he's probably at all the picks, he's probably the most sure thing to be a good player. And I don't want the Ravens to have that. I'm a Steeler fan. That's why I'm saying that. Do you have a team, or you just love the NFL? Carson Beck, nah, it's not happening. If Carson Beck goes to the Steelers, I'm actually gonna sign off. Okay. Uh, y'all pick y'all pick pretty late as usual, huh? Anybody you looking at, like you personally want the Eagles to get? Oh, he's not gonna drop that far. They could trade up though. Yeah. I could agree with that. But honestly, Ruben Bain, actually, you never know. He could fall, right? Because this thing people keep talking about his short arms. Maybe that's real. Maybe that's real. What do you think? Yeah, no, honestly, and once again, the Eagles are another team, kind of like the Rams, where that position they know how to coach it up, and they know how to like get players to really produce there. So yeah, man. Yeah, not. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, man. Ravens pick is in. Yeah, man. All right. I appreciate you coming, man. I appreciate you giving your knowledge, man. You definitely gave some knowledge here. I just kind of wish you placed the bet, man. Matter of fact, I wish you came on earlier. I would have placed the bet. I could have won some money here. But nah, I appreciate you coming through, man. I hope not. I hope they go Bane. And I hope Bane is a bust. No, they need pass rush help though. They do need pass rush help. I don't know when they're gonna get it if they don't get it now. But they also need O line help, right? So I mean, I can't say they need one more than the other. All right, here we go. Vega Ione. Yep, there you go. They went with the safe pick because I think Vega is like a short thing to be a good player. So make yeah, makes sense they went there. Disappointed, but it is what it is. Hey, I'm gonna make a prediction here also. I know you like your predictions. I'm telling you the Steelers are gonna trade up eventually. The Steelers I see the Steelers trading up. I don't know because maybe the Jets might get Lemon. I think the Steelers are gonna try to trade up to get Lemon. They need defense, man. I'm tired of them. Don't get me wrong. I think that my guy they picked last year, the wide receiver, yeah, Buka, yeah. I think that he was a good player, like but I just think they should have went defense in the first round instead, and they better do it this time. Yeah, they gotta go defense, man. See, Monroe Fielding is still there. Um, Good player. Dieneman is still there. They could go Dieneman. Yeah, I just hope they go defense because there people have said Kenyon Sadiq as well, but I think they need to go defense and stop. I think the offense is good enough. Like just Bucks offense is solid enough that you just need to focus on defense now. You don't think what's name bounces back? Um, Godwin. Think Godwin's cooked? So you got Buka. Hey, what about McMillan? I like him. I don't know. I mean, he could. I love Ibuka. Don't get me wrong. I think the Bucks options. What are the Bucks? What are the other Bucks options? They got to go Ruben Bain. Um, Maybe Kenyon Sadiq. Do you Dylan Thieneman? I don't know why Dylan Thieneman. They should be considering him as well. But I think Ruben Bain should be number one on their list. I agree with you. Yeah. Messador. So I didn't expect him to drop that far either. I did prefer Bailey over him, but I didn't think he would fall that far either. You think so? I love Jordan Tyson. I love Jordan Tyson. This is the thing. I know. But in my opinion, if Jordan Tyson didn't have those injuries, he would have been over Carnell Tate. It's just it's his injuries simply like no injuries, he's a better player than Carnell Tate. But he just gets injured. It's scary. He might go on a run where he's yeah, go ahead. That did run by my mind. Jordan Tyson, Chris Olave. Chris Olave concussion waiting to happen, and Jordan Tyson just gets injured all over his body. Yeah. As I honestly, I was surprised that I know that the Titans do need Carnell Tate. They need some weapons. I actually thought they were gonna go Arvell Reese, but I Cam Ward does need some help. And kind of like with Shuck, you want to give him another wide receiver so that Shuck can prove like he's legit. Because you don't want to waste time with Shuck. You want to know right now if he's legit, and then you can kind of make your decision. Yeah, I get that. Someone said Jets get Kenyon Sadiq. Clock it. Okay. Emmett said the Jets are gonna get Kenyon Sadiq. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They got Mason Taylor, but Mason Taylor is we'll see. And it honestly doesn't hurt having two good tight ends. The better pick would have been Bain or Downs. Yeah, once yeah for the Saints. Once again, to me Downs, I love Caleb Downs, so you're not gonna hear me say anything bad about Downs. Pick is in for the Bucks. Exactly. Yep. I love the guy. All right. Hey, Ruben Bain. Here we go. Ruben Bain to the Bucks. I'm just so happy the Bucks finally chose defense. Yeah. There's good enough. There's good enough wide receivers in the second and third round if they need to get another one. Um, there's also some decent tight ends later. They're not great, but they're decent. I know they still got man, who's the tight end over there? I forgot his name. Yeah. So Raiders and Mendoza. So I think that I'm a big fan of the tight end. Sure, yeah, yeah, I agree with you. But you're saying the Raiders. Yeah, this is the thing about the Raiders. I don't trust the Raiders either. I mean, they have a whole new organization, like whole new staff, so they could turn around. I think that defense. They had a really good defense coordinator over there. That he's gone now. They need a lot of help. The O line is bad. I mean, look at Genty, right? Genty actually like looked bad, but I don't think it's because of him. I just think it's because of the O line. And hopefully Mendoza. I mean, Mendoza's gonna be running for his life. Yeah. So I think Mendoza's gonna be good. I just think that he need like the Raiders gonna have to build that team to help him out a little bit. I just I don't know. I feel like the Jets. I don't know if any quarterback can succeed there. Hey, but hey, somebody Ace made a good point here. Cousins is there, so Cousins can take a little beating instead, and Mendoza can kind of learn what he's getting himself into. Like, Cousins gonna be that punching bag. We talking about Freeland, Monroe Freeland. Oh, Blake Miller. Oh, yeah, the tackle. Yeah, yeah. I actually, I think he's pretty solid. But you think they'll get him over Freeland? Wow, wow. That's gonna be interesting. Beck. Oh, you like Beck? I didn't know. I don't think he's gonna start week one. I know. Oh, Ace likes Beck. Interesting. I'm not a fan of Beck as a starter. Once again, I compared Beck to like Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Ryan Fitzpatrick had moments where he was a starter. Yeah, I think the Jets. I just think the Jets is a place to fail, honestly. But Beck is not a first round quarterback. Yeah, yep, Geno Smith. Geno's back. He's back with the Jets. That's where he started. He's back where he started. I'm talking later rounds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you get in the later rounds, you Carson Beck in the third at most. That's where I'm going. Caleb Downs in the. I mean, I said Caleb Downs. Carson Beck in the third. I wouldn't mind that. It's pretty solid. I like Blake Miller to Detroit. I like Blake Miller to Detroit also. And but I'm just wondering how far Monroe Freeling is gonna fall. Monroe Freeling, if who Blake Miller? Yeah, I think that could definitely happen. All right, here we go. The Jets. Kenya Sadiq. So they got Sadiq. So Mason Taylor. I guess they're out on Mason Taylor. I don't like this pick. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think Sadiq is a good tight end. I'm just I don't know. I just feel like you once again. I don't know what I'm surprised the Steelers are staying put because I thought they would have made a trade by now. Um, but I'm not like see actually Ace doesn't like to pick either. I think I think that Sadiq is a good tight end. I think he did if he would have been picked 15 or whatever, I wouldn't have minded. But I just don't know the Jets. But you said I think a two tight end set would have been really cool. See along with Garrett and Mitchell. Yeah, so I mean it's gonna be Mason Taylor and Kenya Sadiq. I'm sure Sadiq will start. A lot of teams are saying like if you I don't know what channel y'all watching, but Sadiq actually plays a lot of out wide. Sorry, in the slot. He plays a lot in the slot. So it's possible that he plays in the slot a lot, and then you still have Mason Taylor as your traditional tight end. So you can kind of have him that. Mhm. I know. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that. I'm just gonna say it again so we all know. The Jets did not have an interception last year, which is disgraceful. I think a coach should just be fired based off that. How's your team not have one interception? First time this ever happened in NFL history, I believe. Um, and he's a defense coordinator. I was a defensive guy, so it's just ridiculous. All right, let's see Blake Miller here. It hasn't happened yet, but I agree with it. You said they did address it in free agency. Hey, I hope so. That's great. Draft class isn't great. Yeah, I think that mm. No, I was just gonna say I think there's like maybe 20 first round guys here. I think we have I think okay, so Makai Lemon's first round to me, Monroe Freeling is first round, uh McCoy, um Messidor is French to me. Dieneman is a first round guy. I love Denzel Boston. I love Denzel Boston. I know everybody likes him. Um, Me too. And I'm just surprised the Steelers haven't picked him yet because we have three third round picks. I don't know why we just don't trade up and just pick him up here. We could trade with Minnesota, or whoever. But maybe teams feel like maybe the Steelers feel like he'll fall to their lap here because I don't Detroit. Okay, we know Detroit's not going to pick Lemon. Minnesota probably not going to pick Lemon. Carolina, I don't think is going to pick Lemon. And who's at 20? You think so? They how many times is Carolina gonna? How many times they use Tet? They had Tet, right? Then use your first round pick to get Leggett a couple years ago, and then you still have Coker. It's just like, and I think there's one more receiver I'm forgetting. Let me even see. I actually agree with you. Actually, yeah, I think I agree. I think Jalen Coker is a guy that um probably just be their number two, and Tet's gonna have to step up. I don't mind them going wide receiver. I just don't think they should do it with their first pick. And honestly, I don't think they will. Um, but it would be. It would be. Oh, Emmett wants some lemon. Yeah, I didn't. Yep, I didn't think the Rams would go Simpson either. I didn't. Let's see what Lemon does. Let's see if Carolina goes Lemon. But anyway, Detroit's pick is in. They're doing some Make a Wish stuff, so it's going to take a little bit for a Detroit Lions fan. Yeah. And I think let's see, they could go Messidor. I think they're probably gonna go Thieneman though. I can see them going Thieneman. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That'll be interesting. tackle Blake Miller. There we go. Yeah, I think that I think with Blake Miller, I think he had there was already rumblings of him going to Detroit. Apparently, like they had some really good visits with him, so it doesn't surprise me. Um, a lot of people love Blake Miller, so it's gonna be really cool to see if he ends up being that guy. I, that's gonna be interesting. Caleb Banks. I didn't expect Caleb Banks going 18. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Caleb Banks going that high, definitely interesting to me. Peter Woods. I think Peter Woods could fall. I don't know if Peter Woods. I think Peter Woods is actually a good player. I'm just wondering if he makes it to the first round. Yeah, I think so as well. Carolina getting Freeland. That makes sense to me. I just I don't know how you continue to just get these wide receivers high draft picks and this happens. Hey, Liam Resnor in the can. Praise God, man. Caleb Banks. Wow. Hey, you on one right now, man. You need to be placing these bets. Hey, your next pick, I'm gonna place a bet on there. I got some free bonus bets. I don't really bet like that, so I'll be that's Caleb Banks. Yeah, Carolina's up. If Carolina picks Lemon, I'll actually be kind of sad because the Steelers pick is coming up 21. You said download Daniel Cookie. Hey, I don't have FanDuel. I have DraftKings. But what were you saying? You said free link to the Panthers. I don't think I have enough time, so I gotta log in. Like I said, I really don't bet like that. But let me see if I can log in here. I'm logged in on my phone, but I'm using my phone. Yeah, I got some free bonus bets, man. I'm gonna drop some money in there. Let's go three. Hey, if you lose my money, I might have to kick you off here, man. We'll see if I have enough time. Say free link to the Panthers, right? All right, let's see. I'm trying to be fast here. See, I don't even know where I'm going. Hey, pick is in, and I don't even know where I'm going here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I usually do this on my phone. It looks so much different on the website. Hey Ace, you got FanDuel, man? Man, they're giving me some time too. They're taking their time with this pick. Okay, I found where to go. All right, NFL draft here. Number 24 pick. Yeah, here we go. Where's Freeling? Did they already pick him? I really wanted Makai, but I think we'll get Freeling. Yeah, hopefully y'all do. I think Freeling's a good player. Oh, they're not letting me pick. It's too late. They're only letting me pick from 24. I wonder how they figure. It's like they already know who's gonna be taken. Yeah, they won't let me. Yeah, I can't do it. It's all good. I can only pick from 24. I guess they felt like I could call the team and figure it out. They said Diana Rossini deleted her Twitter. Hey, she was gonna leak the Patriots draft pick. She should have leaked it and then left. Monroe Freeling. All right, listen, Steelers. I'm telling you, the pick is there for you. Do you let somebody take possibly trade with Dallas? Does Dallas possibly take a Makai Lemon with Pickens on the franchise tag? Dallas Cowboys trade pick to Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, who the Eagles pick here at? Eagles could pick so many different. Josh, go to sleep. Hey, who is Josh? Oh, somebody telling you go to sleep. Okay. Hey, we got the Eagles gonna go lemon. If the Eagles go lemon, I'm gonna be so mad at the Steelers for staying put. Because then at this point, I mean, I would just want the Steelers to go Boston. And I love Boston, so I wouldn't be too mad. But I think Lemon is a better player in the slot. Yeah, I think it's a mistake that Steelers didn't trade up. And the Eagles intentionally, like the Eagles knew what they were doing here. Eagles intentionally traded to jump in front of the Steelers to get Lemon. That's just that's sad. I'm telling you, the Steelers, like they stay put, they made a mistake. They were supposed to get Lemon right here, and the Eagles jumped them. They let the Eagles jump in front of them to get Lemon. I'm even surprised that the Cowboys like allowed this trade to happen. I don't know why the Cowboys would let the Eagles just get Lemon like that. Let your division rival scoop a good wide receiver from you. Whatever. Hey, AJ Brown is gonna be on the outs. Yeah, so this makes sense to get Lemon. I just don't know why the Cowboys would trade with the Eagles. This doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I think McCollum is a good player there. Yeah, I think man, I think Devonte Smith. I'm a big fan of Devonte Smith. I think he's gonna be great. Yep. See, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm Devonte Smith fan. But honestly, the Steelers are just. I don't know what the Steelers did. The Steelers literally just sat there and let Makai Lemon get taken, and I'm just like they were clearly like the Eagles knew that this was gonna happen, and then they jumped right in front of him. I don't know how they allowed that. I know. I this, they said they're done for NFL teams. Yeah, I just don't know how the Steelers didn't trade up. You should have like just how like the Cowboys traded with the Miami Dolphins. The Steelers were supposed to trade with the Cowboys and just jump that one pick. Now you let the Eagles. Yeah, honestly though, the Steelers are really cheap. I'm sure we gave them some soft deal, and the Eagles probably gave something a little better. It'll be interesting to see what the compensation was. Not shocked by it. I'm shocked that the Steelers not doing anything. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like because we have 12 draft picks. Why not trade like why not give them a third and just get Makai Lemon? That's why I want to see what the Eagles gave up and just I know I'm gonna say like why didn't they make the pick? Let me just tell you, Carson Beck, the Steelers are not picking Carson Beck. It's not happening. It's not gonna be Nussmeier. It's not gonna be a quarterback here. I want listen. The Steelers are not picking a quarterback in the first two rounds. All right, Steelers are waiting for 2027. We're riding or die, ride or die with 2027. That's nothing. So, so Steelers just being cheap. We were giving them like a fifth round, I guess. It's ridiculous. Let's see who we picking here. Probably Denzel Boston. Denzel Boston is my second favorite wide receiver in this draft. Yeah, it's my second favorite wide receiver. I don't know if we're picking him. I'm just saying. Tyson. Tyson's my first. I wouldn't mind Cooper though. Cooper, once again, Cooper is probably a better fit for us just because he can play better in the slot than Boston. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a receiver or O line, but I just don't. I think all the good old linemen are gone. So I think we're gonna go Boston here. Boston or Cooper. I actually don't mind Cooper. He's a better fit for the Steelers. I think Denzel Boston is a better wide receiver than him. But I think they're playing Renegade. It's like the Steelers every third, fourth quarter ish. They play this song in the Steelers stadium and supposed to get the defense going. Yeah, yeah, I'm happy about that. They reduced the time to 8 minutes. It used to be 10 minutes. Yeah, which is crazy. What did the Cowboys get to draft down? Hey, I'm trying. We're trying to figure that out too. But hey, what you said the Cowboys? Would y'all give up to the Cowboys? Okay, 114, 137. Now the Eagles got Makai Lemon, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, and Dontavian Wicks. I forgot y'all got Wicks. Okay, that's a core right there. Hey, that's a good. I like that. And they got yeah, that's a good. Hey, Eagles. I'm telling you that's a good option. They got Jerome Bettis out there. They got the bus. But no, I Eagles. Watch the Eagles be better without AJ Brown. It, AJ going to the Patriots. Yeah, they dropped down to 23. Leandre. But look, if Maxi Hanashore, I wouldn't mind that. He's pretty good. But once again, he's a project at tackle. He's a project at tackle. It's a little scary. He's a project. It's a little scary. I didn't want this risky pick. It's kind of scary. He's a guy. He just started playing tackle. Just started playing football. His senior in high school. Yeah, it's always scary with that. I don't mind it. Like I said, he's honestly he has the potential to be great. Like he has the potential to be sensational. I'm just a little worried because he also can be like a terrible pick. Like yeah, he can also end up being like a terrible player. It's one or the other. He's not going to be like a middle player here. Yeah. ASU stand up, Mad Max. Yeah, that's what they call him, Mad Max. Like I said, he could be the best tackle in this draft. That's how talented he is. But he could also be the worst. Like it's one or the other. Like he's really good in college. He's such a raw of a player that you really don't know what you're gonna get. So yeah, time will tell for sure. Mad Max. And Mad Max better come through. Yeah. Let's see what happens to Cooper in Boston. It'll be interesting. Brown's gonna get Brown's gonna get wide receiver. Browns might get Cooper or Boston. If I'm the Browns, I would get Boston, but I can see them going. Yeah, I think they're gonna get Boston. KC Concepcion. Yeah, they're gonna receive it for sure. I think Concepcion drops the ball too much. I think he's a really good player. If he can get his hands situated, if he get his hands situated, I think Concepcion is a really good player. Yeah, He's a guy that knows how to get separation. I like guys that know how to do that. Get open, but you can get open all you want. Dropping the ball. What's the point? Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones broke his neck, and he's having like some like shoulder, neck, back injury kind of thing, and it looks really serious. Um, I think he had surgery on it, but there people are saying like this injury is so serious that some people are never the same after it. Some people even retire afterwards. So it makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Chargers pick Akeem Messidor, which I like. If you watch Ruben Bain highlights, you automatically also watch Akeem Messidor highlights because they both make plays. Like if you see one guy hitting them, right after that, Messidor is also right there hitting the same guy. Like they're they're a crazy duo. And here come the Cowboys again. No, yeah, the Chargers pick Akeem Messidor. Some people feel like Messidor is. Some people feel like Messidor is better than Bain. They be at the quarterback. Yeah, exactly. They be at the quarterback for sure. Look at that. Right here, you watch it. I'm watching ESPN. Messidor hits him high. Bain hits him low. I'm surprised Thieneman has dropped this far. Oh, you did? Yeah, Akeem. I think I like Akeem. And he has the better measurables than Bain as well. So if that makes people feel better. So Chargers just made that pick, and I think Jamal McCoy. How long is McCoy gonna fall? Um, Another guy with the scary injury. McCoy's the one that tore his ACL. Yep, yep. Cowboys go wide receiver. Cowboys go Boston. Hey, Boston's my guy. Y'all haven't realized. Trey Pickens in day two. Hey, something interesting about Pickens though. Pickens actually was going to be traded when the Steelers were actually trying to trade Pickens. Pickens like teams were giving up like fifth and sixth round picks, and the Cowboys was the only team that gave up a third. And since that was the market, the Steelers just started up and gave it away. Which is wild. But Cooper is better than Boston. I like Boston better than Cooper, but I think Cooper can fit because Cooper can play outside and inside. I think Boston is like strictly outside wide receiver. So depending on what your team needs, you may want Cooper or even Concepcion. You may want those kind of guys more than you want Boston. But I think Boston outside wide receiver, I think he's great. Oh, the Patriots, man, we gotta ask. Yeah, we gotta ask Diana Rossini, man. Diana Rossini knows who they're picking. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. So, man, left tackle. Isn't it crazy? They picked left tackle top of the draft last year, and now, now they might need it again. Yeah, I'm forgetting his name on the top of my head too, but man. Yeah, Will Campbell, yeah, and he was getting manhandled in the playoffs, like completely embarrassing. Um, but honestly, even the AFC, it's not even just the Super Bowl. Like he's such a liability, and I don't know if like it's his technique or I don't know if it's fixable. Like I wonder, I wonder because he's I don't know, I don't know. But honestly, oh yeah, his post draft interview, I think he said something he was gonna die for the team or something like that. That's why. Listen, when you get drafted, don't talk too much, man. Don't embarrass yourself. Just say you're gonna play hard for the squad. Not don't start making these proclamations that you know. But hey, Lamar did the same thing though. Lamar said he's gonna make the rest of the teams like regret not picking him and stuff like that. So I guess it can work for you and it might not work. What you say? Oh man. Hey, we gonna talk about that another day. Hey, Malachi Lawrence to the Cowboys. This might have been a little bit of a reach. Hey, you about to get in trouble on this chat, man. He said he's overrated. Oh, he paused. He knew what he said. Hey, so we got. Oh, you was about to get in trouble on this chat, man. You can't just say Lamar's overrated and then run like that. Brown's definitely picking wide receiver here, right? Got to be. Malachi Lawrence thing kind of shocking. Yeah, or even TJ TJ Parker. QBs. Lamar Jackson. From go ahead. I mean, I wish sorry, go ahead. Wow. Wow, what in the world? Wait, okay, hold on. See your list, right? Is it like the fifth is the best, or are we saying like so five? So number one is like actually number one. All right, so you got Josh Allen at five. Okay, Mahomes at four. So your list is already wild. Just let you know. Who? Oh my gosh. I don't know why I didn't just assume that you were gonna say Jalen Hurts. I should have knew already you were gonna say that. I don't know why I didn't think you would say that. Okay, so who you got second? Yeah, we can come back to Jalen Hurts. Yeah, you know, because I mean, there's so many quarterbacks. You got like Lamar, right? I assume you're not gonna put Lamar on this list. You got Burrow. You got some people are saying Sam. You said Burrow's not top five. Okay, so you got Sam Darnold, right? Yeah, Stafford. Thank you for saying Stafford. Um, okay. I wow. I don't know who you're gonna put number one. Don't say something crazy like. Listen, I'm gonna stop you right here before you. Don't say Bo Nix, okay? Just don't say Bo Nix. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think your list. I can't even say your list needs to be reordered. I just think you gotta kick out Bryce Young. I could have reasoned with you, right? I think I could have reasoned with you if you had Hurts five. I could have reasons with you and kind of like I don't agree with him being five, but like if you would have said he was five, I could have worked with you. But I think that yeah, I think for me, I'm always gonna have Mahomes number one, um, and then I'm gonna put Josh Allen number two. Then we'll put Lamar number three, and I'll put Stafford number four, and number five is like so difficult for me because like so many different guys I can put there. Let's see who the Browns are picking. KC Concepcion to the Browns. The Browns, don't, yeah, I just said it earlier. KC Concepcion is good, but the Browns are idiots. Career wise, career wise, did he win the All Pro? Yeah, I remember. I remember that. Yeah. Look, like I said, I can reason with him being five. I just don't know how far we can go with that. But Casey, I mean, I think Stafford has a good case. Yeah. Um, Nah, nah, it's not true. When Josh Allen's in the playoffs, for the most part, majority of the time, Josh Allen in the playoffs is going to play very well. If you look, just check his. If you check his all his playoff games, if you look at all his playoff games and like just watch them, or if you want to just look at the numbers, all his playoff games, if you put it together, Josh Allen usually plays well in the playoffs. He just usually loses in the playoffs. That's also one of his issues. Like he's probably going to lose, but for the most part, besides last season, because last season was probably one of his worst performances. But for the most part, top to down, he usually has good playoff performances. But if you compare it to Jalen Hurts playoff performances, especially in the Super Bowls Jalen Hurts has played in, Jalen Hurts Super Bowls are top tier, top tier performances. Yeah. Like Jalen Hurts Super Bowl performances is so good that like it just lets you know that does he have a peak? Like that's his peak. Like he comes big in those moments. That's why I can reason with you. I am at five. Bears go wide receiver. I remember he. I'm not gonna argue with you too much about Joe Burrow. Listen. I'm a Steeler fan, so I'm not here about to really fight for Joe Burrow like that. Bears go wide receiver. I really don't think they will. Um, but they could. I mean, I just want to believe that they got a lot of weapons. Do they go another weapon here, or do they go a little defense here? They can go safety here. They can go Thieneman since nobody wants Thieneman. It seems like. Yeah, yeah, they can go there because I think he's a first round pick. I don't know why. I think he's even fell further than I thought he would. Also, if Jermod McCoy, yeah, I thought he would have went higher than this. But honestly, also with McCoy though, Jermod McCoy, if he could stay healthy, somebody's gonna get something good in the second or maybe late first if he could stay healthy. Casey Concepcion to the Browns though. It's gonna be Shador gets a weapon. Sure. So Shador is gonna get um Texas just traded with the Bills. Why am I not seeing that? Yeah, that's what yeah, Houston traded up 2 spots to Buffalo spot at number 26. So Houston's gonna be picking after this. Interesting. Hmm. Good question. Wide receiver, yeah, Houston getting wide receiver. I think you think maybe they'll get McCoy? No, they won't get another corner. Dylan Thieneman. There you go. Hey, shout out to him. He's a good player. If McCoy goes to the second round, somebody getting a good pick in the second. If he stays healthy once again. Yeah. There's a lot just like Tyson. I think Tyson's I really think Tyson's top tier if he stays healthy. But he gets injured every single he hasn't gone a season not getting injured. Literally his whole college career he was injured every single season. It's about the team should be picking here. Man, Ace really don't like Tyson. I gotta get Ace on the Tyson. I think Tyson's great. I just I think he's great for the Saints too. Like I just think that getting Shuck two wide receivers, you really get to figure out, all right, Tyler Shuck, are you really that guy or not? That's how I see it. Yeah, I do too. I do too. But I think this will really show you like whether he's really the second year gets a full offseason as a starter. It's going to be good for him. So did Houston trade with Buffalo or not? Why is it still showing Buffalo? Yeah, okay. Now they're changing it. First time the Bears have used their first round pick on a defensive player since 2018. They just been going offense every year. They could. I think they should too, but I have a feeling they might go Caleb Lomu. The Dolphins should have traded back in the first round. They're picking 27. Oh, Dolphins traded back in the first round. Hey, Ace is giving us this news quick. Why am I Dolphins traded up to San Francisco. Dolphins trade up to 27. 49ers get picked 30 and 90. That's a decent trade for 49ers. That's what that's what you gotta give up sometimes. I don't know why the Steelers didn't do that. All right. Um Houston's pick is in. I wonder who they pick here. But who they gonna get? Lomu? I think Lomu's the last good O lineman left. If they go O line, it's gonna be Lomu. I don't know who else, unless they get a guard like Basantis or Pregnon, Keelan Rutledge. I like Pregnon better. Actually want the Steelers to get Pregnon in the second. I think if here we go, who they get? Rutledge. It's crazy. I think it's a mistake. I like Pregnon better. I like Rutledge better. But so who's Miami trade up for here? Hope they can get a wide receiver to help out Malik Willis because Malik Willis needs some help, or they can go McCoy because they do need some corners. They don't have any corners. Miami Dolphins do not have any corners. They don't have anything on their team. What do you say? Yeah, they don't have anything. Like so, the Dolphins could really use anything at this point. They just need some help. They got Proctor already. So who do they get next? Probably maybe they get Boston. Maybe they get Cooper. I don't mind Boston falling to the second. I don't think actually do they go Boston? I don't mind Boston falling to the second though. Cooper. I like Cooper. Cooper is a good player. I don't mind Cooper either. Cooper, man, at run after the catch for Cooper is crazy. Miami got nothing. Like as a team or it's the trade. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean you get a versatile player. Yep. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Malik Willis got to be frustrated because it's like, what do you want him to do? At least they got a running back, but I think it's gonna be hard for him too. Like they're gonna stack the box against him. It's I mean they just traded for I mean they just drafted an O line, so maybe they got that Proctor. Hopefully Proctor can figure it out quickly. Once again, now all these draft picks they get are gonna have no time to develop. They just gotta be good right away. It's just Will is gonna make them 500. I don't know. I really think the team is so depleted. The team is really depleted that I don't think Willis can do it. Yeah, Chris Johnson, I forgot about him. But man, I just see it's the thing. That's what I'm saying. They do need corner, like I'm saying, but is Johnson not a reach? Once again, like sometimes these teams they know a little more about a guy. Yeah, Johnson, Chris Johnson at corner. They do need corner. Like I said, their corners are once again, like you said, they need wide receivers too. So yeah, Texans traded for Keelan Rutledge. Dolphins traded for 27 pick. Pick is in. Can't trade up for injured player. They went Johnson. I don't know about this one. I think he's a good player. I just think you could have got him in the second. And once again, I don't know. Maybe they heard something. Maybe they knew like Johnson was going to be gone. But I just think you could have got Johnson in the second. I don't know. I think he's a fine player, but I don't think you have to trade up. I don't think you have to trade up to get him. Go ahead. Yeah, Boston's falling. And I think Buffalo might get him here. Yeah, they definitely could have went wide receiver. I'm surprised that they didn't go wide receiver. Um, yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not good. He's a good player. I just thought you can get this guy in the second. I really Buffalo Bills trade pick to New England Patriots. New England just traded up with Buffalo. Another in division trade, which shocks me. These teams are just trading to each other. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like just like earlier, we saw the Cowboys and the Eagles make a trade in division trades. And now we have Patriots and the Bills, another in division trade. Just you'll never see the Ravens and the Steelers make a trade like that in the first round. Yeah, like they just helped you get a top wide receiver. They helped you. They really helped you get Makai Lemon. Like, it makes no sense. Exactly. You take a lesser trade with the Steelers just to make sure the Eagles don't get Makai Lemon. That's what you should do. Okay. Hey, Patriots picked the tackle. Hey, we talked about it. We talked about it. Now, whether that what that means for Will Campbell, I don't know. I think Lomu plays right tackle. Um, maybe they move Will Campbell to right tackle, move Lomu left tackle. I don't know what they're gonna do exactly, but they definitely need to get a tackle. Yeah, Campbell's better fit based on his build. He could play guard. He can move inside because he has shorter arms. We just talked about this short arm thing with Bain. Campbell is the same thing, shorter arms. So they talking about moving him inside. No move watch don't fit. Hey, hey, but if you're Campbell though, you gotta do whatever you can to get on the field. Yeah. Hey, Chiefs picked Mansour Delane first. They got their corner, so they could get wide receiver here. I can see them getting. I can see them getting Cooper. Obviously, if they get Denzel Boston, it's gonna be hard for me not to root for Boston. Yeah, Chiefs are up. Yep. Pick is in. You think they go? Lomu's gone. They could go edge. Yeah, they might. They could go edge. They could go Zion Young, T.J. Parker. I've been talking about, or they can go Boston or Cooper. Yeah, yeah. They got take wide receivers here. I think one of these edge guys are gonna go before the end of the day. I thought T.J. Parker would be a first round guy, and Zion Young. I thought those two, Zion Young and Parker. I thought they would be in the first round. Yeah, but the second round is gonna be interesting. You get a lot of value in the beginning of the second round. D tackle, right? I actually think he's a really good player. Yeah, I think he's actually really good. They still got Chris Jones too, so yeah. I think Peter Wood's gonna be a really good player for him, and he gets to be under Chris Jones for a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Ty Simpson still surprised me though. Yeah, it makes sense though. He don't have to play at all. Stay as your backup. It's something, man. But it's great for him. I think he's gonna be a good player. I think just based on fit, based on where he went, he should be good. Unless he's a fraud. Like if those 8 games were because he had an 8 game run where he was elite. After that, he wasn't that good. If those 8 games are fraudulent, then that's another story. Yeah, yeah. All right. Chiefs get Peter Woods. I think he's gonna be really good. Jets trade up to San Francisco spot at 30. The Jets trade, yeah, Jets trade their 33rd pick and their 179th pick. That sounds like a fifth round or sixth round um, for the 30th pick. Yeah, that's true. Wow. Unfortunately, this was not the draft to get 3 first rounds. So what are the Jets thinking here? Are they gonna get? So who's the Jets pick so far? So the Jets pick. Let me pull up the Jets picks here. Doing good business though. They aren't sacrificing too much. Yeah. So they picked David Bailey, which I liked. Kenyon Sadiq, which is now they got another pick where I'm like, do you go? They're gonna go wide receiver. Yeah, they need wide receiver. They 100%. This is actually becoming a good draft for the Jets. If they get wide receiver here. Yeah, I think them getting a wide receiver here changes my opinion about their draft. Yeah, I'm just wondering. Like, I think Buffalo's probably gonna go Boston, and if he doesn't go to Buffalo, then he's finished for the first round because Seattle's not getting him. Yeah, I'm telling you, the first round picks this year. Um, yeah, I don't think they believe in Adnan Mitchell. But yeah, this is not the draft to have three first round picks. That's why I think it was so easy for them to trade. I don't think teams were really like fighting for first round picks this year. Most teams wanted to trade back. All right, so they go Cooper here. Um, and then Buffalo, they should go Boston. If they don't go Boston, then they can go pass rush, like Keldrick Falk, Zion Young. Boston or Zion Young. That's what I'm predicting for Buffalo. Zion Young or Boston. One of them going to Buffalo. That's my guess. Yeah, yeah. They needed another wide receiver. Um, I think Cooper. He plays so fierce. Like I like Cooper. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Cooper just don't go down, man. That's what I like about him. Young is going to Seattle. Yeah, I think that'll be. He's either going to Buffalo or Seattle. Yeah, Buffalo go Boston. Young go Seattle. I mean, yeah, yeah. Young go to Seattle. That'd be good. Hey, Garrett Wilson's not the only guy there anymore. That's good for him. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Bills traded again? What in the world? Seriously? Titans? Why am I not seeing that? Titans? The Titans, yeah, you're right. What in the world? Titans could go defense. Man, so Buffalo just said forget it. They don't care about none. Buffalo don't care about that first round. What'd you say? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, you gotta be my rap report. Yeah, I don't blame I agree with you. I don't blame him either. I think I don't think it's a bad decision at all. But wow, Boston falls out of the first round. I think it's a mistake. So who we predicting again? Uh, yeah, I'm thinking defense. I think they're gonna get Zion Young or Eldrick Falk. Yeah, yeah. Hey, is Ace, are these predictions, or are you telling me this? You're telling me something that's happening? Is Seattle trade out in Boston the last pick? Is that actually happening, or a prediction? Okay. Hey, Rappaport just said that the Steelers Lemon was on the phone with the Steelers, and the Eagles called and picked him. Lemon's on the phone with the Steelers. I told you I knew what I was talking about. The Steelers were gonna pick Lemon for sure. I'm surprised they didn't trade up for him. If it's the Steelers, I know what I'm talking about for sure. Yep, Keldrick Falk. That's crazy. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see what Rappaport just said. He's literally on the phone with the Steelers, and then the Eagles traded up. Crazy. And what's crazy about it. I know, and that's the thing. Like because Lemon was also there. He's in Pittsburgh, so that would have been a great like walk up for the team, you know, and for the city to see like, oh, your new wide receiver. Hey, all I know is that tomorrow, Steeler fans gonna be mad just based on the fact that the Steelers stay put and didn't make a move. They were too confident. Too confident. I already know how it's gonna be on X tomorrow. Twitter, they're gonna be killing the Pittsburgh Steelers for not trading up for Lemon. Gonna get completely destroyed. Because based on what the Eagles gave up, like Steelers had way too much draft capital to not give that up. Yeah, it's like yeah, for sure. Especially since AJ Brown leaving, is he gonna get fed too. Yeah, Seattle's probably gonna go young. Yeah, man. So I would say two gems are left to me. Once again, it's McCoy because McCoy, once again, if he stays healthy, he's a good player. Denzel Boston. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everybody else, I think, is probably a second round player. Well, not everybody, but the guys that are in the fringe here. Yeah, yeah, especially defensively. Yeah, McCoy tomorrow. Yep. I think he's a first round talent though, without the injuries. Yeah, 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 no doubt. I think he'll go top of the second round too. Let me see what all the trades. The second round is gonna look different. You see, the 49ers got the first pick in the second round. Cardinals got the second. Oh, he's good though. He's what's name's backup, right? Um, Love's backup, right? Yeah, he's good. I actually think there's not many good running backs in this draft. He's nice. Notre Dame had two really good running backs. So Jadarian Price is a good player. Yeah, I like him. They would trade out. Yeah, that second round gonna look way different. 49ers first pick. I wonder who they would get. Yeah, Arizona as well. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be interesting. 49ers get Boston. 49ers got Mike Evans. They got Pearsall, right? Because Juwan Jennings is gone. Well, he's a free agent. They could still pick him up. I don't know who else they got. All right, so last pick. Two running backs in the first round. I didn't expect it. I thought Love would be the only one. He's still a free agent. That's crazy. Yeah, he's still a free agent. Jeremiah Love? Or are you talking about the backup? Yeah, yeah, the only running back getting drafted, right? Yeah, I thought so too. But the guy, his backup. He's really good. Like I rate him pretty high. Yeah, Jadarian Price is pretty good. When you playing back up to a great running back, I mean, there's not much you can do. This guy's doing too much. Yep, Jadarian Price. All right, they got another a duo running back here. He was in a committee in college. Now he got to be in a committee in the league again with Charbonnet. Yep, that's gonna be it. Hey, definitely guys to look at. Jermon McCoy, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Denzel Boston, Cade McDonald, Zion Young. That's another guy to look at. Cassius Howell, Colton Hood. Hey, somebody I made a video on Zachariah Branch. He's another guy I really like. Jeremy Bernard at wide receiver. It's just the thing. Steelers, we can still get a wide receiver in the second round. I still think there's some good ones in the second round. I just think that I just think that he was right there for us, and they let it slip away. They should be ashamed. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign off here, man. It's been good. I've been out here for a minute. How do you think wide receiver? It's definitely a need for us. So we got two older wide receivers. DK is almost 30. Pittman's almost 30. You wanna you wanna be able to have another up and coming guy. And I know for like I said, I don't just think they're in need. The Steelers knew they were in need as well. That's why they were gonna get that's why they were gonna get Makai Lemon. Um, it's definitely a need. You don't want to have two old wide receivers. We need a younger guy in there. And I think we'll get that day too. I think it's gonna be either Jeremy Bernard. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Jeremy Bernard. Um, Jeremy. Another guy I like is Ted Hurst and Jacoby Lane. Those are another two guys I mess with. But yo, we got the draft here, right? You get two guys. Yeah, I think we will. We got third round picks. Yeah, I like Lane too. I think Lane's pretty good. And Hurst, I think Hurst is pretty solid. And Jeremy Bernard, he's an underrated guy. I think he's pretty good. I think he's just super underrated. Right, y'all. I'm gonna log off here. I'm gonna see y'all. Maybe I'll come through tomorrow. We'll see. But appreciate y'all coming through.